Welcome back to Oneida as the Indians trail here at halftime to the Greenback Cherokees by a score of 14-7. Taking a look at our scoring play so far in tonight's game. The first quarter was scoreless, and it wasn't until 4:52 in the second quarter that Greenback scored. It was Michael Franklin connecting on a pass to Madden McNeil, pardon me, for a 22-yard touchdown play. The extra point was blocked by Meredith, and the Cherokees led 6-0. Then at just 29 seconds left to go in the first half, Franklin once again connected on a long touchdown pass. This one was to Cooper Williams, and the extra two-point conversion was then run in by Michael Franklin to had the Cherokees lead at 14-0. Cherokees then kicked off, and on the very next play, with only 7 seconds left to go in the half, Caden Rector connected on a 60-yard touchdown pass to Todd Derek Ryan. The extra point was added by Aiden Love, and your score at halftime, it's the Oneida Indians 7, the Greenback Cherokees 14. We'll go ahead and take another break, and when we return, we'll have a look at your statistical information right after this.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to halftime. It's the Oneida Indians trailing the Greenback Cherokees by a score of 14-7. Taking a look at our first half stats. Oneida ends the first half with 4 first downs to Greenback's 6. Looking at rushing, the Indians rushed the ball 15 times for 43 yards. Greenback 10 carries for 40 yards. Through the air, Oneida was 6 of 8 for 97 yards. Greenback was 8 of 17 for 123 yards. Total yardage, Oneida 140 and Greenback 163. Penalties in the first half. Oneida was penalized 3 times for 30. Greenback twice for 20 yards. Oneida committed 2 turnovers there in the first half. Greenback none. And time of possession, Oneida 10 minutes, 4 seconds. And Greenback 13 minutes, 49 seconds. We'll take another break and return to Oneida right after this.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Oneida as the Indians trail by a touchdown, 14-7 to the Greenback Cherokees here at halftime. Taking a look around the area, there was a few games tonight that actually ended up with a COVID win. One that's interesting to us is Harriman gets the win over Wartburg tonight, 1-0 for a COVID victory. So and Northview Academy, an opponent that we will see later on this year, got a COVID win over West Green. Now, unless some people's unaware, if you do get a COVID victory, those games, I mean, if you have to cancel a game due to COVID, those are victories. You can't reschedule those for like weather conditions or anything like that. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. Another opponent that will be coming up here for the Indians, Cumberland Gap at halftime is down to Thomas Walker. Or pardon me, Cumberland Gap is up on Thomas Walker at halftime, 20-6. The Oakdale Eagles are defeating Jellicoe in the second quarter, 21-0. And another score possibly of interest in Class A, Cloudland is up on Unaka 30-8. And Alcoa is thrashing Gatlinburg Pittman at halftime, 56-0. And Cofield is up on Scott 21-0 here in the third quarter. Ben?
Kevin, I got to apologize to everyone who was tuned in tonight. We have had major difficulties from the very minute that we tried to get started tonight. Tim and all of you guys were set up outside to do pregame, and we started having some network issues, and it's just been a disaster all night long. And I have no idea what's going on. I guess it's a little bit above my pay grade, but I guess I better get it figured out. So anyway, what we've done at halftime is we switched over to audio. So anybody that's streaming this right now on Facebook or YouTube or wherever, it's going to be an audio feed for the rest of the game. But it looks like that's resolved the issue. So hopefully we can do an audio broadcast, and it's going to be a big second half, and then we can get at least get the video highlights up later tonight or tomorrow. Well,
and everybody, for your information as far as going forward, this is quite a technical undertaking, especially doing video and audio together and trying to get the game out live. It's a learning curve for us, too. It's first couple of games where we've tried to do this, and we're learning as we go, and I guarantee we will get better at it. Ben is doing everything in his power to learn more as the process goes along on how to combine the video and the audio and everything on the internet. So if you just bear with us, especially our sponsors, we are doing the best that we can to get this out to you. And once again, this is something that is not necessarily going to happen overnight. This is a lot of technical know-how and everything that has to take place here to get this to go, and we are actually making some great strides in doing that, even though sometimes it may not look that way, but I guarantee you that we are.
I thought we had it figured out last week.
Well,
Last week went pretty well. But we knew there would be some issues that crop up in the first couple of games, and you learn from those, and we will. Unfortunately, last week did go very well. Tonight has not gone well, but that's okay. At Scott High, there's been some issues with their broadcast as well tonight, and so they're learning on that end as well. We'll get it all figured out, and next week is another week, and we got 2 more games, and hopefully everything's going to go well next week. And it can't be worse than the first half tonight. There is that, so it's only up from here.
I'm just speculating. Okay, I seen where Harriman got the win over Wartburg tonight because Wartburg had to forfeit due to COVID. That may affect next week's game. We're supposed to go down to Wartburg, and sometimes that will actually knock you out of 2 weeks. Just depends on what's going on. So we'll just have to keep tuned to that and see how that transpires. All right, we're going to take another break. When we return, we'll have the second half of this one. The Cherokees are up by a touchdown, and they will be getting the ball to start the second half. We'll be back. IH Sports presentation of Oneida football right after this.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians and the Greenback Cherokees getting set to square off in a second half of action here. So the first half mostly forgettable for the Indians and Indian fans until a big strike late in the second quarter, actually with 8 seconds to play. It was Todd Derrick Ryan on a 60-yard reception from the arm of Caden Rector that gave the Indians some life. And they'll come out of the locker room here looking to defend to start things off. The Cherokees will get the football to start the second half. But now the Cherokees do have 2 touchdowns on the board, but those scores came late, and they came on a short field for the most part for the Cherokees. You got to remember, we were inside 5 minutes to play in this first half, and this was still a scoreless game. The Indians had the football, and they turned it over. The Cherokees capitalized on it, and then it happened again until the Indians got that late score. So, Mark, I was going to do some trivia with you guys earlier, and I think I could have stumped you all pretty good. But some things we were talking about, this Greenback Cherokee rivalry, and it's it is a rivalry because they played so many times, but now it's not as big a rivalry anymore because we don't share. First of all, we don't share a classification, and we also don't share the magnitude of games anymore with each other as it used to be. But these two teams, this is the 40th time they've met, and the Cherokees lead 21 wins to Oneida's 18.
Yeah, I figured it was pretty close, and I think it was 2000 up until last year. It was 2009 since we'd beat them. We went on a stretch there. 2008, 2009, 2008 we'd beat them in the regular season. Both undefeated teams in the regular season. I think we beat them 20-6 in the regular season game, and then played them in the playoffs. Big game in the quarterfinals, third round here, and come up and beat them pretty good in that third round game up here, and it was a big rivalry then, and that was when we was in the same region and all that stuff. Back then, it really meant something, and it still means something. But we're not in the same classification anymore, not same region and all that stuff. So it's not that huge of a deal.
Let me just, while we've got a little time before the clock runs out here, and then we get started with the second half, let me just throw out there a couple of questions I was going to ask and see how you all do. I think I was going to ask you, what county is Greenback in? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Blunt?
Yes.
County.
No, yes.
Is it? Which is it?
It's Loudon.
It is Loudon County.
Loudon County.
What, did somebody text that to you or something? What about in the last 20 years in this time? In the last 20 years, how many times have the Greenback Cherokees missed the playoffs?
I bet I know that one.
Been below? No, I'm sorry. How many times have they been below 500 in the last 20 years? From 2001 to 2020, how many times was Greenback below 500?
Once.
No, that's not true.
In the last 20 years?
In the last 20 years, probably 7 times.
I'd go about 5.
You got it, Kevin, and you also got it in front of you here.
I can't read your
what about Oneida?
Right. Close.
You're right, 5. What about Oneida? How many times did they go below 500?
In the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Once.
I'm going to go 2.
4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, including last
4.
year. They both were below 500 last year. That's why that came up. I'll throw some of those in as we go on.
Yeah, okay. I care.
If you're interested, we'll see how you do. Hopefully, but the game will probably generate our interest. Let's hope for that. Aiden Love is going to kick it off now for the Indians, and a couple of Cherokees deep to return. Michael Payne and here is a low liner going to be fielded on a knee at the 30-yard line by an upback for the Cherokees, and that's Landon Clifford who brings that one in. So here we go. The Cherokees, they ran out the clock on their last possession, but the 2 possessions before that, they scored touchdowns on both of those touchdown passes.
And they was running slants and moving the ball right down the field, and we shored that up in halftime because we had no answer. They was just running like a 5-7 yard slant, John, and we couldn't stop it. That's how they was getting the ball down the field.
Jaden Anderson is in at one corner here for the Indians. The other corner is Landon Limburg as the Cherokees will snap it from their own 30. A shotgun, pair of running backs, and here's the give. Running back over the left side. Now he'll accelerate forward. It's Michael Payne on the carry out to about the 35, and there was a distant flash of lightning that I'm hoping the officials didn't see.
We've been getting that, but unfortunately I think we're going to get a unsportsmanlike penalty right here. One of our guys lost their helmet, but we'll see where it goes.
It's a face mask. Yeah, against the Cherokees.
Yeah, usually when the guy with the lost helmet, it's not against him.
It was Garcia.
Well, I'm still living in last week.
So Garcia's helmet is torn from position, and they will step it off from where the foul occurred, he's saying. So it's like the play didn't so it's going to be a 15-yard step off from the 30.
It was actually a dead ball penalty.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is what I took it to be.
Yeah, you're right. So it moves it back to the 17. So it's going to be 1st and 23 now for the Cherokees. So uncharacteristic for both of these teams, but they've both been doing it tonight, starting drives with penalties. And here it goes for the Cherokees in the second half. Oneida's hoping to turn the page and not have that happen in the second half. Micah Franklin from the shotgun, running back to either side. Here's the snap. Franklin rolling right, looking for that throwback to the left. It's going to be complete to Michael Payne. He's got the catch at the 20, out to the 25, still on his feet, stretching to the 30. That's the one that went for a touchdown on the second touchdown for the Cherokees. And on this play, it will go for about 13 yards and bring up a second down and 10.
Rylan Duncan on the stop that time. Looked like they was going to the right, come back to the left. I'm telling you something. You got Jaden Anderson in there. You talk about some speed, man. He's got some wheels.
And that's what you want to do. You want to get it into your guys that are the playmakers out there on the outside. They go to the huddle weird. Their receivers stay out wide, and they huddle everybody else up.
Clifford to the right of Franklin from the shotgun. Franklin takes a snap. It's a run all the way. He's going to sweep off to the right, looking for a lane to cut up into. He spins into Rylan Duncan at the 34-yard line. So he advances it 4 yards on 2nd and 10. It will be 3rd down and 6. The Cherokees from their own 34. Garcia's helmet's back on, and he's back in. The Cherokees need the 40-yard line for a fresh set of downs. They'll snap from their own 34.
Huge 3rd down right here, trailing by 7. Oneida, the first drive of the third quarter for Greenback for either team. You want to get a stop right here and get your offense out there and get a chance to crack the scoreboard and tie this thing up if you're Oneida. So huge play. Take some momentum right here, put it right back over to your offensive side.
So from their own 34, and Greenback's been able to capitalize on some big 3rd downs on the arm mostly of Micah Franklin. He'll take the snap, little early movement. He juggles it. Now he drops back. Pressure. He's hit as he throws. It's going to be incomplete, and it was nearly intercepted. But it is incomplete. Stops the clock with 9:40 to play.
Right there, guys.
What happened?
We've got a personal foul.
Got to walk away from that stuff, guys.
We run in our mouth.
Just get it. Just run away from it.
That's on us.
I don't care what they say, what they do. Run away from it. Run.
So the flag is down at the 22-yard line, and let's see if it's a two-way like we saw last week, or if it's just a singular penalty against the Indians that's going to keep Greenback on the field.
That's on us. And
it's against both sides. They're going to replay 3rd down.
It was a dead ball penalty. How can you replay the down?
Well, listen.
It's a dead ball penalty. How can you replay the down?
We hurried the quarterback. We rushed up the quarterback and put him on his back.
So Oneida's going to have to come up with another stop, regardless.
Wow.
The football's at the 34-yard line with a 3rd down and 6. So Indians will have to stop him again here. Micah Franklin from the shotgun. Oneida got good pressure on the last one.
Yeah.
And they're marking down the players' numbers here, guys. So another unsportsmanlike, and they're gone.
Yeah. 3rd down and 6 from their own 34-yard line. Here from the shotgun is Micah Franklin. Taking the snap, he's rolling right. He's looking to throw as they curl up for a 1st down up to the 45-yard line. The reception made by Connor James, so the second chance gives a fresh set of downs to the Greenback Cherokees.
I still don't understand on a dead ball how you replay the down.
It will be 1st and 10, Cherokees at their own 46-yard line.
Total bust right there.
9:25 to play 3rd quarter. Cherokees lead 14-7, and now they'll have it at their own 46.
It was a total bust by us being a little undisciplined, guys. I mean, that's just us. It's just us. I'm sorry.
You got to run.
Just us.
Got to run from it.
Micah Franklin from the shotgun, running back to either side. Little draw play, delay action. It's going to be slowed down and brought down. It was Landon Clifford. Landon Clifford is tackled, and then a flag comes in.
Well, you get up running your mouth, and that's what you get. We deserve it. That's what you get. You deserve that because you get up and run your mouth, throwing your hands up, hot dogging, and you get a penalty thrown on you, and that's what you deserve, guys. I'm sorry.
So it's going to be a dead ball personal foul against the Indians.
Losing composure. Losing composure. I mean, you had them third down, and you're about to get them off the field and get the ball to your offense.
You did have them off the field.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
Now they're on the 39 of Oneida, getting ready to put 2 scores down. So Oneida's got to recover right here.
Me as a coach would set your hind end right over there on the sideline the rest of the ball game. You wouldn't play another down for me. You'd learn that way. You'd learn. Or you wouldn't play.
Micah Franklin from the shotgun, running back to either side. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the snap. Franklin looking left. He's going to go deep down the left side. Ball's in the air. Jaden Anderson deflects it, incomplete. That was a nice job. Jaden Anderson gets back there, gets position, nearly picked it off. He played that nicely as he goes up against Caden Lawson. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Lawson turned into the defender, and if he hadn't, that would have been a pick right there for Oneida. So good job by the receiver there to knock it down.
Guess what old Jaden Anderson done? He got his head around. That's what you're supposed to do. Good job by old Jaden Anderson. Great job right there. Good job by the defense. It's second and long.
After those plays, that penalty gave them some life, they like to go for the jugular, does Greenback. They like to go deep. We'll see what they do right here. Everything's going through their quarterback. We got to keep him contained.
8:42 to play in the third quarter. Greenback by a touchdown. 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Cherokees rolling left. Here's a deep pass down the left side. It's going to be incomplete, and it will be 3rd down and 10, but a flag is down at the 40.
On what?
Well,
what's that about?
We'll see, I guess, here.
It looked like holding because they rolled everything to the left, but I don't know. I don't want to say. Flags are beginning to pile up here in the third quarter.
I didn't.
So
it could be a legal procedure the way it came from the side judge.
You're right, it's a hold against the Cherokees. Marked off from the 40. That'll move it back to the 50. So it will remain 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and 21. The Cherokees need the Oneida 29-yard line for a 1st down. But they'll snap it from the midfield stripe. They lead 14-7. This is the opening possession of the third quarter, about 3.5 minutes old.
They've been playing with a 3-receiver set, twins, one side or the other almost the whole game.
Micah Franklin from the shotgun with a running back to either side. Takes
Motion.
The snap, fakes the give, trying to run out of there. Stops, starts, rolls out to the right. Boy, he lowered his shoulder and drove forward, but he's brought down at about the 48-yard line. That was good football right there. 2 players playing hard. Micah Franklin, Matthew Brown brings him down with a crashing contact at the 46-yard line. It will be 3rd down now and 17 for the Cherokees.
And Hunter Shoemaker, defensive end, he got pulled in a little bit. Boy, recovered well, and he pursued the quarterback to the outside. He had help out there, and Matthew Brown come up and made a good play and didn't let him get to the outside, get to the sideline, made a great play, brought him down, 3rd and long.
Yeah, and Hunter's dealing with a cramp, it looks like. I hope he's not staying out there when he don't need to.
They need the Oneida 29. It's 3rd and 17. Snap, Franklin dropping back. He's looking left. He's going to throw it deep down the left side. He's got a man curling open at the 23, and it's going to be complete for a 1st down as the Cherokees pay for the catch, taking the hit, but Cooper Williams gets a 1st down for the Cherokees.
Yeah, sometimes you need to come up and make a play on the ball instead of
the seams. They're wearing us out on the seam throws. I don't know who's got the guys down the seam, but we're not picking it up. We're not picking it up at all.
That seam and that slant pattern is killing us.
It's at the 22.
And the ball staying in the air a long time. I mean, it's something we should be able to make a play on. The receiver had to wait on it.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line now. Clifford to the left of Franklin. Here's the snap. Franklin starts right, goes back to his left. He's going to be hit low. He just keeps driving forward hard. Oneida trying to rip the ball free. He'll take it down to the 18. That'll be a gain of 4. Good hard running by Micah Franklin there. It will be 2nd down and 6 now for the Cherokees. So Oneida's got them to 3rd down 3 times on this drive, but unable to get off the field.
Yep. Yeah, and they're throwing it in the middle of the field. throwing in the middle of the field, and they, you know, and that's what it seems like they've done every time. When they get in 3rd and long, they go right to the middle of the field and they make a big reception.
2nd down and 6 at the 18 of the Oneida Indians. Here the Cherokees break the huddle. They need the Oneida 12 for a first down. From the shotgun, Micah Franklin with a running back to either side. Franklin takes the snap, fakes the give. Now he's going to keep it. Scoots outside to the right, gets inside the 15, to the 14, to the 13, close to the 12. He's close to first down yardage here on the run, Micah Franklin. It's going to be a yard shy.
He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him, 1 to either side, and he's got 5 linemen up there. So basically he's got 7 blockers that are coming up and picking up blocks for him. We're going with a 4-man defensive front. Our linebackers are coming up, but that's why he's able to pick his way through, guys.
On 3rd and 1, Franklin's under center for the first time tonight with a split backfield. Hard count, and
undisciplined.
He gets the Indians off sides on this 3rd down and 1. And that will be a 1st and 10, so another 3rd down conversion, this time via penalty. It will move the football down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line where it will be 1st and goal.
And in all fairness, they've tried to get us offsides 3 or 4 times, and we've stood pat. This time we weren't able to do that.
Listen, I'm sorry, that's just what I see. When you've got the guys that's closest to the darn football jumping off sides, that's just being undisciplined.
7-minute drive here for the Cherokees in the 3rd quarter. They were leading by a touchdown. They're looking for more. They got a 1st and goal at the Oneida 8. Inside 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Here's the snap. Franklin looking for the throw to the right corner. Ball is going to be batted away by Landon Lindbergh. They're going to call him probably here for face guarding.
That's not a penalty in Tennessee.
Well, there's a penalty marker down, so let's see what they say it is.
It has to be pass interference, but that's not a penalty. You can face guard. I'm almost positive.
It's going to move the ball halfway to the goal line, whatever it is. It'll be first. It's a pass interference. You're right, John. 1st and goal at the 4 now.
Well, that's not really a bad penalty.
So there is a injury on the far side. 4:48 to play. Looks like a cramp. They're attending to a Greenback Cherokee. We'll take a break. Your score with 4:48 to go 3rd quarter. It's Greenback 14, Oneida 7.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Guys, it's 4:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. Greenback has chewed up 7 minutes to start off this 3rd quarter. They already lead 14-7. They are at the Oneida 4-yard line on a drive that's been sustained by penalties at times and some big conversions for the Cherokees.
Yep.
They're 1st and goal at the Oneida 4. Isn't this a big, big time in this game?
It's a gut check time is what it's called. This defense, I know they've been pushed around here a little bit on this drive, and they've made some silly blunders, to be honest, but they need to keep them out of the end zone right here.
Landon Clifford is in to take the snap here. No, it's not Landon Clifford. It's driving to the left, I believe. That's Brandon Matoy. Is that right?
Yeah,
Number 55?
He wears a lineman number.
Yeah, he stood back there and took the snap and took it off the left side for 2 yards. It will be 2nd and goal at the 2. Matoy stays in there. So Braden Matoy, a lineman, in to take the snap. Landon Clifford to his right on 2nd and goal from the 2. There's the snap low. Matoy picks it up. Now he's going to be hit and dropped at about the 7-yard line. So the Cherokees, I don't know if I say getting cute with it here. This is maybe something they're planning on doing most of the year, but it didn't work out for them on that snap. And so now they have a 3rd and goal at the 7, and now they're going to have to burn a timeout. With 3:58 to play in the third quarter, we take the break. Your score, Greenback 14, Oneida 7.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Now, moments ago, it was 1st and goal at the 4. The Greenback Cherokees already led by 7. They got 2 yards on first down, then they lost 5 yards. It is 3rd and goal at the 7 for the Cherokees. They didn't play their quarterback on those 2 plays. They brought in a lineman, Braden Matoy, and one went okay and the other one went poorly. So now it's going to be a timeout. The Cherokees come out of with Micah Franklin in the shotgun, and he will have Payne to his right. Clifford will split out to the left in a trips set.
Yeah, this inside receiver on the trips is not covered.
3rd and goal from the 7. Here's the snap. Franklin looking. He wants to loft it. He's going to be hit. Spins out of a tackle, but is going to be dropped at the 9. So it will be 4th and goal at the 9.
Yeah, Rylan Duncan, great job. He come in hard, man, and was able to pick up the sack. Good job by Rylan Duncan.
Well, the Indians' defense trying to come up. They need one more stop, but right now a cramp. We'll take a break. 3:40 to go, third quarter. It's the Greenback Cherokees 14, the Oneida Indians 7.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Oneida football on the IH Sports Network. The Oneida Indians and the Greenback Cherokees. There is a cramp attendee on the field. Scott Gilbert got out there quick this week and helps Rylan Duncan get solidified here. We've got a big 4th down for the Greenback Cherokees. They have 2 timeouts left. They probably would have burned one here the way they've been using them. Didn't have to, though, because they have plenty of time to talk about this one. One of the main people they were talking to was Connor James, and he's a receiver. I mean, he spent almost the entire time out here over on the sideline. Now Franklin gets a quick word, and now we have a 4th and goal from the 9. The Indians defense needs to step up right here with 3:40 to go. It's been an 8-minute, 20-second drive to start off the third quarter for the Cherokees. And here from the shotgun, Franklin with Payne to his right on 4th and goal from the 9. Franklin takes the snap, heavy rush up the middle. He shovel pass to Payne. Payne looking to throw it. He's going to break tackles up to the 8-yard line to the 7, and then he's brought down at the 6, and it's a turnover on downs. The Indians bring pressure. The shovel pass, and Payne was unable to release it anywhere else. And so the Indians come up with the stop they need, guys, and now the Indian offense will take the field for the first time in this half.
Yeah. Bow you back, that's what they did right there. Good job by the Indian defense. Good stand by the Indian defense. Now we gotta put something together, and we hadn't had the football this second half.
We have not. The last play for Oneida was a 60-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, we got to come out here and establish something here in the second half, show that we can put a drive together here in the second half and get something done on offense.
I formation, Rector under center, Phillips in front of Meredith. Here's the snap to give Meredith, following Phillips over the right side, collapsed upon as he pushes it out to the 10-yard line. It'll be about a 3-yard gain on first down. Clock will be at 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Oneida will have a 2nd down and 7 from their 10.
Mark, what they are playing as a base defense, from what I'm seeing, is what we played in high school under Coach May is a base 4-4. I mean, they're playing a single safety with 2 corners. Unless we spread them out with multiple receivers, they're playing a straight 4-4, and you don't see that much in high school anymore. And they're just bringing those linebackers up, and those linemen are doing a good job, and they're taking us on at the point.
Another I formation here. 2nd down and 7 snap. This time Meredith off the left side, following his blocker forward. He's going to push it out to the 14-yard line near the 15. Just shy of the 15 is where it's going to be. So we'll give it a 4.5-yard gain, which will bring up 3rd down and about 2.5 yards just inside the 15-yard line for Oneida.
Yeah, and a 4-4 defense, if you got a man for every gap.
Yeah.
And if you fill every gap, you're gonna stop the running game, and that's what they're doing. They're doing a pretty good job of. We picked up pretty good yards right there, about 6 on that play. Put it in 3rd and short. So we'll see what we do right here. Coach May's not gonna, get kind of crazy right here. I'd say he's just gonna try to pick up his 1st down.
Split backfield. Caden Rector takes the snap, turns and hands to. This is going to be for Phillips. And he'll take it off the right side. This is going to be close.
It's going to be super close. It's going to be measure it close.
Yeah. He
looked like he had it, but then it's like he got pulled back right at the last second, and I'm just not sure. It looks
Oneida
like
signals they've got the 1st down.
The official's saying 4th.
Are they going to measure?
I think they have to. That's how close
they are
is.
going to. With 1:26 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And, by the way, at the end of the 3rd quarter, I think they're giving away the Tennessee Bowling Green tickets. Everybody that registered for those.
Guys, that's going to be about 6-8 inches short.
What do you do, guys? I mean, you getting the power eye set? Huh?
Let's see. Let's see if it's there first. They're going to stretch the chains out
I'm
here,
wrong.
and this is going to be a 1st down.
Of course,
that is a First National Bank 1st down.
It was a 1st down by the less than the length of the football. We'll take it.
You said it was going to be close, and it sure was. So now with 1:25 to play in the 3rd quarter, Greenback 14 and Oneida 7. The Indians with a fresh set of downs. And now we'll move to the shotgun. Matthew Brown, the running back here, to the left of Caden Rector with a pair of receivers to either side. Here's the snap. The give to Matthew Brown. Try in the middle. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. Still on his feet, banging forward to the 29-yard line, and that is another First National Bank 1st down. Consecutive 1st down runs for the Indians.
Boy, that was an ankle breaker. He cut back right there in the middle of the field and made that cornerback fall down, and safety had to come up and make a play on him. Good job, Matthew Brown.
Absolutely, and yes, we were, Shane Phillips. Yes, we were.
Inside 1 minute to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Indians with a 1st and 10. They'll snap it from their own 29-yard line. Again, Rector from the shotgun. Rector takes the snap. Now the give. Again, it's going to be Brown driving forward across the 30, out to the 32, close to the 33. So that's going to be, we'll call it a 3-yard gain, a 2nd and 7, and we'll see if the Indians get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Greenback dominated the time of possession in the 3rd, and we're inside 20 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the old Hog Mollies need to take this thing over now. This is the time. You're getting down into the 4th quarter, and the guys up front.
I don't think they're going to get the playoff here with 6 seconds to go. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter of action. So we will take a break with 1 quarter remaining. The Oneida Indians trail the Greenback Cherokees. As we break the end of the 3rd quarter, it is Greenback 14, Oneida 7.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Oneida with the football, 2nd down and 7 at their own 32-yard line. They need the 39 for a first down. Oneida down a touchdown as we start this 4th in the final quarter, question mark. We'll see. Caden Rector from the shotgun, running back to his left. I think that's Rylan Duncan. Here on 2nd and 7, he will hand it to Rylan. He'll work it to the left. He's at the 35. Rumbling forward, 40-yard line, out to the 41, and it's a First National Bank first down. By the way, 2 tickets to the Tennessee Vols versus Bowling Green were just taken by Tiffany Slavin. So congratulations to Tiffany Slavin on getting those Tennessee Bowling Green tickets. And Oneida, once again, having a cramp issue here, and we will take a break for our sponsors. 11:46 to play in the game. Oneida will have a 1st and 10 at their own 41. Well, hey, they got him up. We'll keep it right here. Sorry about that. Scott Gilbert with quick work now. He's getting better at this.
He is getting better. Of course, it's close to his sideline this time. He didn't have to run all the way across the field.
These early games, man, the humidity, it's these guys are cramping up, but man, you can't get ahead of that. You gotta be drinking all week.
From their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10, the Indians with a shift. Matthew Brown to the left of the quarterback Rector, unbalanced line to the right side. Here's the snap. Rector hands it to Brown, and they collapse on him and stack him up, trying to rip that ball out at the 39. That's a loss of 2, as Greenback was ready for that. It will be 2nd down and 12.
I guarantee you they have prepared for that this week, and they've probably seen our film from Williamsburg where we mashed on Williamsburg with that very set. And as soon as we jumped in it, they unbalanced their line, and they threw people on that side of the field. They were not surprised at all by that play.
Yeah, it didn't look like we blocked a soul right there.
They knew exactly where we were going to go with the football.
Yeah.
So now on 2nd down and 12, Brown to the right of Rector. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Rector fakes the give, rolls right. He's got pressure. He's going to unload down the right sideline, and he was just throwing it away. He saw nothing developing there, so he got rid of the football. Stops the clock with 10:31 to go. Oneida down a touchdown. It will be 3rd and 12.
They're going to say we illegally grounded it. But, I thought we got it past the line of scrimmage. We were out of the tackle box, but I don't know if that applies in high school or not. But we did, he was under duress, but we had a guy wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Tate was running right through there, but they're going to say it's illegal intentional grounding.
That's the official.
Out of the freaking box.
That will move it back to the 33. To the 28.
Yeah.
So Oneida's going to need 23 yards on 3rd down.
That's a great call, official. We see you. We know you're here.
3rd and 23. A loss of down on that play. So here we go. Rector comes from the sideline with 10:31 to go, and Oneida down a touchdown. Rector will have Meredith to his left. It's a tight set. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They got to cross the 50 for a first down. Lindbergh comes in motion. Now here's the snap. Rector rolling to his left. He's going to stop. He's going to throw downfield. It's going to be incomplete. It was up around the 45-yard line. The Indians could not reel in the reception, It would have been about 6 yards short, but now it's going to be time to punt for the Indians.
That was a good throw. I mean, he put it right where it needed to be, and like you said, it would have been a little bit short, but it would have been an interesting call from that point as you get it up around the 46, 47-yard line. Do you go for it? Even if you punt, you're probably going to put Greenback in, pretty bad field position. Now you're going to leave him in pretty good field position, even on a good punt.
Yeah.
Ethan Anderson.
Yeah, well, that good play call right there.
Here's the snap. Ethan Anderson to punt, standing at his 15. Oh, he gets a good one away. Micah Franklin fair catches it, back pedaling at the 36-yard line. Wow. Ethan Anderson, nice punt there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cherokees thrown 36.
Coach May was talking preseason stuff. He said Ethan Anderson had a dang leg. Boy, he wasn't kidding. He does. He gets hold of him. But, talking about his consistency. Man, that time he's got a hold of both times he's punted it tonight. He's got a hold of him.
Yeah, and our kick cover guys, the guys the streakers, the guys that are getting down there, the guy made the fair catch call, and they just stopped running. You got to get down there. If he drops it, you want to pounce on it. So just little things like that Oneida's got to, work on and pick up in film and get better at.
You really don't have any margin of error, I would believe, with 10-10 to play. You're down 7 points. Don't think you can give up any points on this drive. I think you got to stop them.
The one thing we've been giving up is 3rd down, and we cannot do that. We got to get them off the field when we get them in 3rd down.
Cherokees will snap it from their 37. Franklin looking, firing out to the left. Catch is going to be made, and then Landon Lindbergh recovers from being blocked nicely and then brings down Connor James. I mean, Lindbergh did not give up on it.
No, he did not. I'm sorry, but that was just an amazing play by Landon Lindbergh. He looked like he was completely out of the play, down on his haunches, and got back up and made the play.
I mean, he was blocked.
Yeah.
And it didn't let it stop him. So 2 yards on the reception. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
And they've hurt us on that little screen right there. It's a little outside screen, but then the flow, and they've got blockers just crashing down and trying to get the guy into wide open space, and we did a good job. Lindbergh from his back gets up and makes a play.
Now from the shotgun, Micah Franklin on 2nd down and 8. He takes the snap. Oneida showing pressure. Franklin juggles it. Now sweeps off to the left. He's up to the 45-yard line, close to the sticks. As he gets out of bounds over there on the far sideline, he is very close to 1st down yardage. He needed the 47, and they're going to spot it at the 46. So it looks like Oneida might have a chance to try to get a 3rd down stop. I don't know. This referee, though, just drifted to his right.
It's a 1st down.
Yeah, it is a 1st down. You're right. It's going to be at the 47-yard line, of 1st and 10 for the Cherokees with 9:14 to play.
Looked like we had him in the backfield. I mean, had a chance at him.
Yeah,
and
that's
he had a draw read right there as everything's flowing to the offensive left, and we called stunts all across the board. It looked like we were back there, and it just didn't work for us.
So on 1st and 10 for the Cherokees at their own 47-yard line, they lead 14-7. Franklin from the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off. This is going to be Silver trying the middle left side. He'll take it across the 50 to the 49. Was the ball loose? It was, and the Indians have recovered it. Coming up with the football, Elijah Phillips, the first turnover for the Cherokees, and now can the Oneida Indians capitalize on the turnover with 8:55 remaining as they trail 14-7. They'll have the ball at their own 49.
Coming up with a big play here in the second half. On defense, we needed something good to happen here in the second half, and hopefully that's it, guys.
So Rector will come out. Remember, those who may have joined us late, Noah Buttram had an injury, had to leave late in the first half. So it's been Rector all the way at quarterback since then. He's in the shotgun now, 3 receivers to his left as the Indians head north. There's the snap. Rector pumps left. Now he goes deep down the left side. He's going for Lindbergh in the air. There was some contact. It looked like Lindbergh's right arm was held back. Franklin was right there with him, and he's unable to come up with the score. It will be 2nd down and 10, and a Cherokee is down over there, Caden Lawson. So
I think our quarterback banged his arm on a helmet when he went through on his follow-through. He's kind of holding that and telling Jimmy May exactly what happened there, and I believe it's the guy that's down that he actually came through and banged banged his elbow.
Yeah, Caden kind of flexing his wrist down there.
I'm sure it numbed it.
All right, we'll take a break. 8:49 to play. Real quick break with your score. It's Greenback 14, Oneida 7.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Single cover. Welcome back to Jim May Stadium, Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. It is 2nd down and 10, Oneida at their own 49. They came up with a fumble away from Greenback. Now the gift of T.J. Meredith. He'll bang across the 50 into Greenback territory as he pushes it inside the 48 down to the 47. A 4-yard gain on 2nd down will bring up now a 3rd down and 6 for the Indians with 8 minutes, 30 seconds, and ticking in the game. Oneida trails 14-7.
Yeah, and I think time is a key right here. You know, we definitely got to tie them up being down 7, but you give them, you're only going to have so many more chances the way the clock is rolling off here in the second half.
Is it 2-down territory?
You mean 4?
Is it that late?
You mean 4-down territory?
Well, I mean here with 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Caden Rector. They need the Cherokee 41. Here's the snap. Rector hands it off, trying through the middle. Meredith, he'll take it down inside the 45 to the 44. So Oneida will have about a 3-yard deficit on 4th down here, and they are not bringing on a punter with 7:45 and ticking in the game, down a touchdown. It'll be 4th down and 3, Oneida at the 44 of Greenback.
Yeah, I think you gotta go for it here.
It's actually
there's a lot of time.
4th and 2 actually.
There's
it's
a
at
lot
the
of
43.
time.
Rector from the shotgun. Oneida needs 2 yards. Greenback shifting defensively. Here's the snap. Rector looking. He's going to flush out to the left. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. Cuts inside 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's twirled out of bounds, but it's going to be a First National Bank first down for Caden Rector all the way to the Greenback 4 with 7:03 to play.
Boy, that was pretty. That was pretty. They had everybody bunched up inside trying to get pressure on Rector, and he just tucked it, seen a little opening to the outside, made a move on the linebacker, got down the sideline.
And once he got his first down,
a flag come in. Flag just came in. On a 1st and goal at the 4, a flag comes in.
And I think we're going to get backed up 15 by our body language. I mean, I don't know what you do right here. I mean, I know what you do, but wow.
With 7:03 to go, the officials are discussing this. I mean, it was going to be 1st and goal at the 4. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's going to be a dead ball, personal foul against the Indians. A dead ball, personal foul against the Greenback Cherokees. Yeah. So it will stay at the 4 to the great fortune of the Indians, who had more to lose there.
Yeah, and I've got a good idea who it was on, too.
Well, if it was, that's his 2nd of the ball game.
Well, then he needs to be gone.
I mean, I haven't seen no numbers being taken by the officials, so they're letting it go.
It is Elijah Phillips in front of Ryland Duncan. 1st and goal at the 4. It's an I formation. Rector under center, takes the snap, gives to Ryland Duncan off the right side, banging behind Phillips, forward to the 3 to the 2. It will be 2nd and goal from the 2. And a cramp here for one of the Indians. And that stops the clock with 6:52 to play here in the game. 14-7. Oneida trailing by 7 with a golden opportunity here.
Yeah, if you want to make a statement, if you're an offensive lineman, you want to make a statement, you get down here at the goal line and you show out a little bit. Not with the things you say, but with the things you do, right, Mark?
Well, you want to play if you want to play like that, if you want to act like that, go play somewhere else. Don't play here. That's all I got to say about that. We don't play like that here. We don't do those things at Oneida.
6:52 to play. and it will be 2nd and goal at the 2 for the Indians.
Don't act like that.
And it's going to be Oneida trying to get on the board in this second half. Neither team's been able to do it yet, but the Indians with a golden opportunity. Elijah Phillips in front of Rylan Duncan on 2nd and goal at the 2.
This is big
Rector under center. Rector will take the snap. He'll give to Duncan off the left side. Touchdown, Indians. It's a 1-point game. With 6:38 to play, Aiden Love will come on to try to tie this thing as Oneida takes the turnover and turns it into points.
And boy, right over there on that left side.
They mashed it.
Right over there on that left side. They opened up a big old hole.
He wasn't touched, was he?
No, not at all.
He walked in. They rolled him. They rolled him on that play.
Blew open a big old hole over there and run it in the end zone. Great job, Rylan. But that offensive line did a great job.
Like I say,
now
you want to make a statement, that's what you do right there.
Now the all-important extra point, McLaurin Love to hold. Aiden Love will attempt to tie this game with 6:38 to play. Here's a little bit of a high snap.
Like we moved.
Now the extra point was good, but there was a whistle before the play. And now one of the Greenback Cherokees, they're doing a good job of pulling one of their own guys back from the pile.
Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
And a flag is down. It will move it 5 yards. And it will
that's huge.
We'll redo this extra point. Now you have plenty of leg on that last one.
I know, but I mean it's just a matter that you have to do it again.
Sure. Oh, no doubt.
And again,
it's
a silly penalty.
25-yarder for the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick from Aiden Love. It's on the way, and this kick is good. We're tied. 6:38 to play. Your score is Oneida 14, Greenback 14.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Ben said it.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. After all this time, it's tied with 6:38 to play. I think I see Noah Buttram has returned to the sideline. That's good to see because they took him off precautionary earlier, and he still got his pants on. He wanted to come back and watch the end of this one. Well, he's going to see a good one, it looks like. Oneida and Greenback tied now at 14 as the Indians will kick it to the Cherokees, who had a 14-0 lead once upon a time, and they juggle the kick. They'll pick it up, take it out to the 36, where they'll have it 1st and 10. With 6:33 to play, we're tied at 14. Both these teams looking for their first win. There's been penalties. There's been turnovers for both teams, and just trying to get something positive. Both teams go into region play next week. Oneida will go to Wartburg. You're in a region of 5 teams, 1 win, and you're in the playoffs. So that's Oneida next week. They get into region play on the road against the Bulldogs. Greenback will step up their region play. I believe it's Sunbright who they have next.
That's a great point, Tim. And this really doesn't hurt either team in the standings, but both of these want this win to take into next week. Momentum.
So the Cherokees from the shotgun, but a false start here.
I believe, I'm not sure, but I believed the center was kind of moving the football is what he got called for. I'm not sure.
It's got to be there somewhere.
All right, so the Cherokees will have a 1st and 15. So starting a drive off, moving backwards.
And we'll take it. Hasn't been pretty football tonight,
Both teams
guys.
have done this more than once.
Hasn't been pretty, but we're 14-14, and the last 6:33 should be interesting.
From their own 32, Micah Franklin takes the snap, hands it off. The ball's on the ground.
We got it. Big number 19 read the play perfectly, got in the backfield. The quarterback didn't know what to do. He went to run it, and all he did was strip it. Made the play. Thank you.
Well,
yes, sir.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Greenback Cherokees at the worst possible time. The Indians had it happen to them to open the game a week ago, but tonight they're the beneficiaries, and with 6:27 to go, they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Cherokee 27-yard line.
Yeah, Rylan Duncan shot the gap, man, untouched. Blowed the play up, caused the fumble, and Hunter Shoemaker recovered the fumble. Great job.
Both of those guys have played outstanding tonight.
Yeah.
Rector back up under center on 1st and 10. He'll take the snap. He'll give it off the left side. It's going to be Meredith. They trying to strip at the football, but Meredith extends inside the 25 to the 22. That's a good run on 1st down. That's about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Clock rolls down around 6 minutes to play.
And Meredith had both hands on that football that time too, man.
And the body language of these teams, each one has shifted. They've got a lot of hands on the hips, heads hanging a little bit on the white and orange side, that dark orange, that burnt orange, that ugly orange. And then you got on this side the real orange and white, that they picked up a little bit of high stepping, and that line is mashing a little bit now, Mark.
Rector from the shotgun. 2nd and 5 at the 23 of the Cherokees. Here's the snap, Rector. He's going to hand it off again. Meredith, fresh legging it down inside the 25 to the 6, or down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. That will be a First National Bank 1st down for Oneida with 5:39 to play in a tie game, 14-14. The Indians with a fresh set of downs at the 16 of Greenback.
Yeah, and this is where I said earlier, in the 4th quarter, your Hog Mollies has got to take over the ball game, John.
Yeah, and I don't think we get in a hurry here. Even though we're getting to the ball pretty quick, I think we needed to burn about 30 more seconds right there and burn some clock. Of course, we're going quick and we're going well.
1st and 10, Rector from the shotgun, Meredith to his right. Caden takes the snap, hands it to Meredith. The ball's on the ground. That was on the exchange. Oneida maintains control.
Wow.
But again, on the exchange.
I don't understand. I'm going to say it again when we fumbled earlier. I don't understand how we're fumbling so many exchanges going back to last week.
It's always been between Meredith and Caden. And that's, I don't know if he's hitting him high with a football or what's going on there, but there's been 3 times that's happened.
And it could be a read. It could be a read play where he wants to pull it and do something different, go around the outside.
No, he's leaving him the football right there.
It looks like it is, yes.
2nd and 11. It cost Oneida a yard. At the 17, it's 2nd and 11, and now it's Rylan Duncan in the backfield. Here's the snap. Rector looking to throw. Looking for the corner right side. It's going to be incomplete. Todd Derrick Ryan was the target. He's got a touchdown earlier tonight. Cooper Williams on the coverage, and the Indians cannot make the connection. That will stop the clock with 4:23 to play and bring up a 3rd down and 11 for Oneida at the 17. So they obviously need the 6-yard line of Greenback for a 1st down.
Yeah, I believe maybe he slowed down his route right there.
He did. It looked like he was hand fighting a little bit with the DB. Probably should have just ran his route, and he would have been right there. It was a good throw.
So it's on the left hash mark with a 3rd down and 11. Now Duncan to the left of Caden Rector, and the officials take a timeout.
Of course they do.
So as we mentioned, next week we're on the road for the Wartburg Bulldogs.
You got, and I'm just looking out here at the formation. You got one-on-one. Oneida's showing your single receivers, one to each side, and it looks like I still don't know what the officials are doing right here.
Our play clock has not been operational on the field tonight, but it looked like they reset the play clock, the internal play clock.
And they also backed the ball up a yard on the field.
Well, it's supposed to be at the 17. It was too far forward.
Yeah, it looked like maybe that's why the official stopped play to back the ball up.
So now on 3rd and 11, Rector in the shotgun takes the snap, looking right, single coverage. He fires. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to hit McLaurin Love. Sailed just a little on him off the fingertips, and that will stop the clock with 4:19 to go. And the Indians are going to send the field goal unit on from the left hash mark. This will be a 34-yard attempt, I believe.
Boy, it was there too, man. It was there. Great play call by Coach May. Just the pass just sailed a little bit on him.
And if
If it was
he
down a little
throws it
bit, that's
down
touchdown.
or in front of him,
Yeah.
he's just running on into the end zone.
34-yard attempt. McLaurin Love to hold. Aiden Love to kick. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick from Love. It's high enough. It is long enough. It's good. Aiden Love, 34-yard field goal, and the Indians, for the first time tonight, are in the lead. 4:13 to play. We take the break. Your score, it's Oneida 17, Greenback 14.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. For the first time tonight, the Oneida Indians lead 17-14, 4:13 to play.
And I know you called out the kicker and the holder right before that happened. Can you recall out those, the holder, please?
McLaurin Love.
The holder?
Yes.
He made the play.
Here is the kick from the Indians. It's going to be juggled and fielded at the 19 to the 20 to the 25. Now to the 30 to the 35-yard line and breaking into open field at the 40. Flag comes down backside 45, 50, 45, 40, 35 down to the 32. And Indian fans got to hope this flag is against the Cherokees, because if not, Greenback will have a 1st and 10 at the Oneida 32, but the flag is laying on the field back at the 38.
It looked like, and I believe it was Meredith that just got clobbered.
And it was
back.
It was behind the play, gentlemen. Again, we saw this last week. Williamsburg did it, and it is going to bring Greenback back. So the Cherokees last drive started with a penalty and then went to a fumble. So their last two snaps have been fumbles.
Yeah, that's.
And they had an 8.5-minute drive to start off this second half. Credit Mark Martin's defense with, to this point, locking things down. The clock is mistakenly running right now, it looks like.
No, it's not a mistake.
But the Indians'
Mark's
defense,
controlling it.
Once again, the Indians' defense is going to be asked to come up with a big stop right here, after Oneida's offense has been able to generate 10 points here in this second half. 3:38 is going to be up on the clock.
Yeah. Mark Martin's defense has done an exceptional job in the second half. I mean, they had the long drive, but bend don't break, done a great job. Had a few penalties, but has overcome that and bowled their back down there.
And it's been the pressure, guys. The last play we seen a stunt right at the snap of the ball, and we got back there, and the pressure created a turnover. Will we do that, or will we play prevent here with 3:38 left? I say stay with the pressure.
Well, we got the personnel for it. Lindbergh and Anderson are the corners. Meredith and Colton Darty are the safeties, with Phillips and Ryland Duncan at linebacker with the 5-man front ready to go against Micah Franklin and his Greenback Cherokees. They'll snap it from their own 27-yard line with a first. Is it a 1st and 9?
Yeah. That's how that works.
No, they'll snap it from their own 28.
And Franklin is the key here, guys. We have to keep him contained.
I mean,
we can't play up the field too quick. I don't know what the officials are doing.
The ball's at the spot at the 28. The chains. There we go. Now it's correct. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line for the Cherokees. Now the officials are conferencing here. It's imperative for Oneida that they don't have penalties on this drive.
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree?
Nothing silly. No personal fouls. Keep your mouth shut.
The Cherokees have turned it over on their last two drives, so it'd be great if Oneida would continue that streak. But what is taking so long here?
I don't know.
Still a 3-man conference from the officials. 3:38 to play. I guess they said, last week they had a 2-hour first half.
The
feel
white
like
hat has went to every official and asked the question, so we think that maybe they're going to put more time on the clock.
Oh, okay. And that's probably fair.
But I don't
That's
know.
fine. So, yeah. 3:45. They're adding 7 more seconds.
There must have been a complaint from Greenback. I don't know.
That's okay. That's all right. Here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Micah Franklin with a running back to either side. Silver to one side, Clifford to the other. In a 3-receiver set, Franklin takes the snap, looking left. He's pumped. He throws down the left side, overthrowing everyone. Incomplete. Connor James had curled up and had an open spot. Limburg in the area, but the pass sails high. Clock stops with 3:40 to go.
Xavier Shoemaker back in there in his face made him overthrow that. If he's just able to stand in there and make that throw, it's probably different. But we got pressure again in the quarterback's face. So a quarterback hurry by Shoemaker was key.
And that's been all night. We've had a bunch of them tonight, John.
And sometimes you don't have to sack him every time.
No.
You just got to make him make a bad choice.
So here we are with a 2nd down and 10 from their own 28. Franklin snap goes off his hand. Now he's got pressure. He fires incomplete. The pressure coming in from Hunter Shoemaker that time forced an off-balance throw to Cooper Williams, incomplete.
Them darn Shoemaker boys.
You know, Jeremy and Ethan Shoemaker, now those are the dads. They're both down there on the sideline helping out, and back-to-back, their boys getting the job done.
And again, made a good play, rolled the quarterback. What did he do? He just got up and he ran back to his defense to make another one. That's how you play. You just move on to the next play. Celebrate with your team.
3rd and 10. Micah Franklin in the shotgun, running back to either side. 3:36 to play. Hard count, and
we jumped.
They got the Indians to jump, I think. So a 3rd and 10 is going to turn into a 3rd and 5.
Got to watch the ball.
Still a 3rd down.
Gotta
watch the ball.
That comes back into it, guys. Discipline. You got to be disciplined on defense and watch the football. That's the key. You're right there on it. All you got to do is look inside and wait till they move that football.
And Franklin gave a little movement, too. I mean, you know,
watch him.
He did what he needed to do.
And that's a smart
he did a good
play
job.
by Greenback.
Sure.
They got 5 yards.
Sure.
Easy 5 yards.
Watch that slant. Watch the slant.
Greenback needs the 38-yard line for a 1st down. They'll
inside
snap
receiver.
From
inside
their
receiver.
33. From the shotgun here, Frazier takes the snap, fakes the give. He's flushed. Duncan applying pressure. Pass is going to be caught. Even though there was hard contact from Meredith, the pass is caught by Silver. And where did he go out of bounds? 37? He's going to be a yard shy. It's going to be 4th and 1. Is that what we're seeing here?
That's what I'm seeing too, Tim. He's going to be short.
Rylan Duncan applied the pressure. It was a great job by Micah Franklin to get the ball away, and a great job by Folsom Silver to make the reception as he goes out of bounds a yard shy, and now Greenback faces a decision here.
And we've gotten to 4th down and only used 14 seconds. It's still 3:34 left on the clock.
Wow.
So attending to a cramp, and I'm skittish to take a break here because sometimes they've done this and hopped up real quick. And
is that Duncan again? That's down with the cramp. I mean, he's fought them for the last 30 minutes.
As hard as that rascal's went, I can see why he's got cramps. He's been 5 tackles, a fumble caused, a sack. I mean, he's been all over it.
Well, I'm going to mention this while we're here. Aiden and McLaurin's aunt, Rachel, and I'm sure Dave, joining her listening to this broadcast down in great state of Texas.
Yeah.
Where the stars are bright and big at night.
And
celebrating her nephew's kicking us into the lead.
There you go. And for all those Oneida alum or those people around the country that are listening by way of internet or watching, let us know that. Send us send us a text, send us a message, and we'll try to get you on the air. We'll acknowledge that.
Oh, Shane Phillips out there listening to us.
Yeah.
Except him.
I don't know about that.
Well,
now, hey, look
You
here,
said
guys. It's 4th and 1. And Greenback is at their own 37-yard line with a 4th and 1. Now, obviously, they're going to go try to draw us off sides. Is that obvious to you?
Maybe.
That's going to be the first move, a hard count.
You would have to think so.
Wouldn't you be crazy not to?
You would be crazy not to, because we've been susceptible to that.
And if that doesn't work, if you're really going to go for it here and not punt it, they're probably going to call a timeout.
I would think.
They're
predicting the future.
They're not punting.
No.
I think they're throwing it down the field.
No, because I don't think they believe now that they can stop us.
You could be right.
I think they want to keep the ball for the remainder of the game is their best opportunity.
They've drew us off sides about 4 times.
Twice.
Well, I'll tell you this cramp for Ryland Duncan is taking Scott and Allison Gilbert. So I mean,
and I'm feeling for him because I rolled out with one the other day, guys, and couldn't walk for 3 days. So how do these guys recover and go out and play?
That was in your jaw, though.
They've got him up enough to get off the field under his own power, but can he return? I don't know, but here we go. The Cherokees come out for 4th and 1.
Come on, guys.
Will the hard count happen? Micah Franklin.
He's
going up under center with a split backfield. He's going to try to do it quick here on 4th and 1. Franklin under center. Takes the snap. No, he's keeping it. No hard count. He surges forward. Did he get the yard? It's close. I think he's going to have it.
I don't know.
I think he will.
That official on the
near
side, on the far side, it did not give him anything.
The near side official has it spotted as a first down, I think.
I believe you're right.
3:27 to play.
But that clock needs to start as soon as they mark it.
And are they going to measure it?
No, it's a first down.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's got plenty. He's actually halfway between the 38 and the 39. It's a first down. It's official now. 3:27 to go, and they will rewind the clock. Here we go. So the Cherokees, I think, have
run it.
Start the clock. Let's go.
He's signaled for it to start, and now it starts. So the Cherokees, I think, have used at least one timeout. They're down by 3, 17-14, and now Micah Franklin will work again from the shotgun. To his right will be Landon Clifford. On 1st and 10, here's the snap. He's looking to throw, looking left, looking down the middle. It's going to be complete at the Oneida 47 to the 45 to the 40 to the 35, down to the 30, making the catch here. Caden Lawson finds a soft spot in the middle of the field and takes it all the way down to the Indian 29-yard line inside 3 minutes to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10 Cherokees.
Not enough pressure. He was able to stand back there and just wait for it to open up. We just weren't able to get back there and make the quarterback uncomfortable.
Well, our inside pressure guy's out of the ball game.
Yeah, he's shaking his head, guys. He had his helmet off, and he's just shaking his head like he couldn't come back. That's a shame.
So now it's going to be a timeout for Oneida. With 2:40 to play, we'll take the break now. Your score with 2:40 remaining. And a 1st and 10 for Greenback at the Oneida 29. It's Oneida 17, Greenback 14.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network. It's been a long second half. We'll have a player of the game coming up following this one. The Oneida Indians with a 17-14 lead. A 34-yard field goal put them on top for the first time about a minute and a half of game clock ago. But now the Greenback Cherokees are down to the Oneida 29-yard line. They haven't scored this half. They put both touchdowns on in the first half, and both were off of turnovers. But now they have taken this kickoff, and they're down to the Oneida 29. with a 1st and 10. Out of an Oneida timeout, Micah Franklin will snap it. Clifford is the running back to his right. And Franklin on 1st and 10 takes the snap. He's looking left, still looking. Now across the middle, it's too high, incomplete. Intended for Cooper Williams. He had pressure from C.J. King at the end of that play. Perhaps that's why it sailed high. He might have had to get it over C.J. So
yeah, and you're gonna have to throw it high when old big C.J. gets in there. He's 6'5", and you don't want him to get hold of you.
No, and you're exactly right. This trip set that they're in, it's what they've been in the last couple of plays. It's really given us trouble.
He really stares that way, though. I mean,
he's going that way almost every time.
But haven't seen him look anybody off at this point.
Number 6 on this side over here has got it locked down.
2nd down and 9. Again, trips over to the left side. Here's the snap, and here rolling left. Franklin looking. He's got pressure. He's hammered as he unloads it, but it's complete up the left sideline inside the 20, down near the 15. Catch made by Caden Lawson, but slow to get up here. Micah Franklin, who pummeled him. Because he was hit hard at the end of that play.
That was
it Shoemaker?
No, that's Caden Terry.
Okay.
Caden Terry hammered him.
It was a clean hit.
Oh, yeah.
But
he almost, he sidearmed that thing to get it out before he got clobbered, and it was a strike. And now they're down inside the 15, but I don't know if they're going to have their quarterback on this next play. Unless they call a timeout, they won't.
We'll take a break. It'll be at the 13 with a 1st and 10 for the Cherokees with 2:25 to play. We take the break with your score. It is Oneida 17, Greenback 14.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Oneida Football on IH Sports Network. Quarterback Micah Franklin's done a great job for the Greenback Cherokees tonight, but he will step off on the sideline here. He was hit hard at the end of that last play. It was a 1st down completion down to the Oneida 13-yard line, but he will exit, and we will have a new quarterback, and let's see who that's going to be. For the Cherokees, it looks like it's going to be Caden Lawson, the man who made that reception. 1st and 10. Low snap. Lawson hands it off, and this is going to be Clifford on the carry. Landon Clifford is swarmed under. I don't think he got a yard. I don't think. Maybe he did. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And returning to the field now will be Micah Franklin.
They'll burn a timeout.
And then a timeout. 2 minutes to go. We'll take the break. It's a thriller. 17-14 your score. We take the break. It is Oneida 17 and Greenback 14.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network. Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field, the opening home game for the 2021 season. Oneida only 4 home games where they had the contract game up in Kentucky last week. So this is the first. Indians trying to get a win, but Greenback not going quietly. They have a 2nd down and 9 at the Oneida 12-yard line. And the quarterback, Micah Franklin, has been hurt, but he returns. He has Landon Clifford to his left on 2nd and 9 at the 12. Here's the snap. Clifford, rolling left, Franklin. His pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Caden Lawson. That will stop the clock with 1:55 to play, and now a 3rd down. 3rd and 9 for the Cherokees at the Oneida 12.
Yeah, left his hand pretty quick there, Tim, and good coverage over there, but he threw that to air.
They're rolling him out to his left. Almost every play they want to go to that side. I'm not sure why, what they like about that, if he's more comfortable that way, but that's the way they're going every time. Now they threw the twin set to the right, the offensive right. They've singled up number 2 on the left side of the formation.
Franklin from the shotgun, running back to either side. He takes the snap, looking to throw. He's rolling right, looks back left. The throwback is complete but hammered. The Indians got to the play and make the stop.
Wow.
It will be 4th down. Silver made the reception.
Wow. Smelled it out and destroyed it.
For the Indians on the stop, John Selby.
John Selby.
They have run that play and hurt us all night long. He's tired of seeing it was Selby.
Yeah, man, and it looked like it was set up perfect. Selby read it and hammered him.
Hey,
my goodness.
Let's keep it here with 1:23 to play. The Cherokees lost 3 yards, and so it's 4th down now. They will be at the Oneida 14-yard line, so they can get a first down if they could somehow get to the Oneida 3. They could get a fresh set of downs. So, again, here's where the Indians have to be careful for penalties. You're almost ready to get off the field here. You can't have penalties. You don't want to hard count and give them a shorter field. Greenback, if you're over in that huddle, your best play that's been most successful just got snuffed out. Where do you go here?
Well, you got a kicking game. Do you kick a field goal here? I mean, you got the possibility of kick.
I don't think they're even
to tie it up.
that.
Well, I don't know.
They missed their only kick of the night, which was an extra point, which I can't remember why they missed it, but they did, and it
was blocked.
So they're lining up to try to keep this game extended. They can get a first down and not score, but I really think what they're going to try to do here is go through their quarterback and put it in the end zone.
All right, Micah Franklin has a running back to either side. Payne to the right, Clifford to the left, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And that receiver singled up over here on the right. It's Connor James. Oneida sees the look and takes a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 1:23 to go. It's Oneida 17, Greenback 14.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to Oneida football on the IH Sports Network. 17-14. It comes down to one play. The Greenback Cherokees are at the Oneida 14 with a 4th and 11.
We've used it all up. Most of the time is gone. Everybody's used most of the timeouts. All the water's been drunk up on the sideline. It's so hot.
Franklin in the shotgun. Payne to his right. Clifford to his left. Man comes in motion. Now 2 receivers on the left side. Franklin, low snap. Drops back. He's rolling left. He's got pressure. He's going to loft it into the end zone. Incomplete. No flags. It will be a turnover on downs as Greenback is unable to make the connection. Oneida will have the football, and the Cherokees might have 1 timeout left, but I know they've burned at least 2.
John Selby and Xavier Shoemaker back there with the pressure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mark Martin.
All over him.
Yeah.
Talked to you before the game about getting pressure.
He certainly did. He felt like they left some opportunities last week as far as pressuring the quarterback more. He felt like maybe, and I don't want to use the word that he didn't use conservative, but he wanted to be more pressure-oriented tonight. We've seen it.
Timeout on the field, 1:16 to go. Your score, it's Oneida 17, Greenback 14.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to Oneida football on the IH Sports Network. The Indians lead 17-14 with 1:16 to play. No timeouts left for either team.
You would think victory formation, right? I mean, they can't stop it, so, I mean, we should be able to just take a knee and burn this one, right?
Caden Rector's getting a word to the official, and it is the victory formation for Oneida, going to try to get their first win of the 2021 season. It wasn't easy. They got down 14-0 as the Cherokees capitalized on a couple of Oneida turnovers late in the first half. But it was a spark to end the first half. A 60-yard touchdown pass from Caden Rector to Todd Derek Ryan that cut the deficit in half as they went to the locker room. Greenback came out with a great drive in the third quarter that took 8 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock, but ended in no points at all down in the north end zone. Oneida has added a touchdown, and an Aiden Love 34-yard field goal.
Huge.
Is going to be the difference in this one. Oneida's going to take a second snap here as the clock rolls down to 40 seconds remaining. So the Indians will move to 1-1 on the season. The Greenback Cherokees will drop to 0-2 as Rector takes the knee. And that's probably going to do it. By the time they get it set back, Oneida may not have to snap it again.
That's an awesome win for Oneida.
Oh, a come from behind. Down 14 at one point.
14-0, and you come back and win it. A lot of guts, you know, and a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
I'm sure the coaches are going to say that.
Yeah.
A lot of things to clean up, but in the end, you recover and you get a win.
And seen the team, seen a little bit of growing up tonight, too.
All right. The clock expires. This one's gone final. Oneida's in the win column. Coach Jimmy May gets his first W as a head coach for the Oneida Indians. And we'll head into region play at Wartburg 1 week from tonight. We'll take a break after telling you the score. After the final buzzer here, it's the Oneida Indians 17 and the Greenback Cherokees 14.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
Tim Smith.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Got to get the glasses on. The first 14 points of this game were scored by the Greenback Cherokees. They capitalized on Oneida turnovers, and the first touchdown didn't come until inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. That first quarter and a half, though, as we talked about, neither team, very impressive. It was penalties and half. It was Micah Franklin dropping back and throwing a touchdown pass for 22 yards to Madden McNeil, and it was 6-0 Greenback. They went for the extra point and were unable to connect on that. And then the Indians turn it back over, and with 29 seconds to play in the first half, the Cherokees get a 6-yard touchdown to Cooper Williams on the pass from Micah Franklin. And so they go for 2, and Micah Franklin runs it in, and it was a low point. Indians seemed low. It was 14-0, and there was frustration and heads hanging a little bit. And then Oneida comes out, and with 8 seconds to play, out of a timeout, first they had 2 plays. The first play was a quick pass over to Tate West, and Tate was brought down. Oneida calls a timeout. And it's now 2nd down and 6 at their own 40-yard line with 8 seconds to play. Coach Jimmy May calls a timeout, gets in the huddle, comes back out. Caden Rector gets in the shotgun, throws it down the left sideline. Todd Derek Ryan runs under a beautifully thrown football and takes it into the end zone for the first score of the night with 8 seconds to play. The Indians get their first score and go into the locker room. Instead of down 14-0, down 14-7. They come out in the third quarter, and Greenback begins to move the football well. They're converting third downs. They're getting penalties from the Indians, and they're getting all the way down inside the 20-yard line of Oneida before the Indians bow their back and stop them. I believe they even got down to the 2-yard line on that drive. I know they were at the 4. They ran it to the 2-yard line. It was 2nd and goal from the 2, and then they had a bobbled snap to a backup quarterback who – at this point looks kind of questionable to have Braden Matoy in there taking snaps. But he takes the snap, juggles it, it goes back to the 7. Long story short, the Cherokees are turned away, and the Indians will now take the football. And they don't score on that drive, but the Indians do score next, and it was Caden Rector handing the ball off to Rylan Duncan, and Duncan takes it in from 5 yards out. Puts it to 14-13, and then the all-important extra point from Aiden Love is good. So with 6:38 to play, we're in a tie game again, and then the Cherokees come out and turn the football over. It was the second straight turnover for Greenback. Oneida was able to drive the football for a little bit, and then they got into some trouble and were unable to convert. They had a 4th down, and they line up for a 34-yard field goal from the left hash mark. The snap a little bit high. McLaurin Love is able to field it, bring it into contention there on the ground, and Aiden Love strikes it well, kicks it through, and wins this football game by 3 for the Oneida Indians. Oneida would have to withstand one final push from Greenback and an outstanding performance tonight from Micah Franklin at quarterback for Greenback. He did a great job, and he took a big hit and came back out there. But ultimately, the Greenback drive ends at the Oneida 11-yard line on a 4th down. Oneida takes over on downs, puts a knee to it, and takes a 3-point win out of this one tonight. Coach Jimmy May's first win of his head coaching solo career.
Wow. What can you say? Ups and downs and all over the place, and a battle of 2 evenly matched football teams. got down early, 14-0. It didn't look like anything was going the Indians' way. Looked like, a lot of the same from last week. We kept shooting ourselves in the foot and a lot of penalties early in the first half and a couple of turnovers and we was moving the football on them, John, and just kept doing things that was very uncharacteristic of an Oneida football team. And then right there at the end of the first half, finally something went our way with a long touchdown. A little time left on the clock down here, and we got the long touchdown pass. A little momentum. Really flat, man. We just didn't look like things was going to go our way. We got that long touchdown. Give us a little something going into the halftime and come back out in the second half. They had that long drive. We had a little bit of a goal line stand down here and got some things going. And man, I seen us grow up a little bit in the second half. And I'm really proud of this football team and the way that we showed that we could come together and take over a game and do the things that we did. And Coach May called a heck of a ball game, and Coach Martin.
Yeah.
How proud are you of Coach Martin? He just did the things that he needed to do and called the defense, and man drew up a heck of a defensive plan to get after the quarterback, and he knew coming in that they was going to be testing our defense throwing the football, and our defensive backs, man, they played really well, and we got after the quarterback because he knew that this quarterback could throw, and we got after him and pressured him all night, as you could see on the stat sheet, and I'm just so proud of him, man. And I wear my dadgum feelings on my sleeve, as you can tell throughout the ball game.
Surely not.
Yeah, and I'm just so proud of him and proud of this win. Proud of Coach May getting his first victory here tonight. Yeah, I'm just tickled to death for him.
Yeah, and I congratulations to Coach May, and like you said, congratulations Coach Martin as well. And you kind of been tracking the defensive stats, and as I look at your sheet, that thing is just full of tackles and fumble recoveries and quarterback hurries and things like that. What I'm getting at is it is a total team effort on the defensive side.
Yeah, a lot of different people.
And the offense had to pick it up in the second half. I mean, the touchdown right before the halftime, 8 seconds left. Other than that, they didn't do much. Put the pressure squarely on the defense in the first half, to be honest. But that defense, bend but not break mentality, maybe held over from Coach Lambert the way he, we were told by Coach May that we were going to run Coach Lambert's style of defense but it's got Coach Martin's stamp on it now. But they turned them away, but down here a couple of times in the second half, and that was huge. And then the big one, of course, was the end of the game. They turned them away. And it all started when they started putting pressure on the quarterback. And they started rolling him out. They didn't leave him in the pocket because we were getting at him in the pocket so good. And then they started rolling him out. But then we adjusted to that, too. And the very last play was indicative of that. We had two guys in his face and put him on the ground as he threw it incomplete. So congratulations, Coach Martin. He did really call a good game tonight. He dialed up pressure when we needed it. And congratulations to Coach May, of course. First win as a head coach solo. And is over Greenback. Greenback.
That's a good one.
And we need a couple to catch up with them because I think they're two in the all-time. I think it's 20-18 now. So.
Yeah, that was the 40th meeting, and that's our 19th win. So they're two ahead.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to Oneida for more post-game action right after this.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back as the Indians get to win 17-14 over the Cherokees. Now Tim Smith has Coach Jim May.
All right, thanks, Kevin. And Coach May, first of all, the first things first, congratulations on that first solo head coaching win. How does it feel?
It feels a lot better than it did last week, trust me. We were down 14-0, and it wasn't looking good, and we weren't playing good, and we kind of turned it around, got some momentum right before the end of the half. But it feels great to get a win. These kids, needed it, and we need it for our confidence. And anytime you play Greenback, it's a hard-fought game. Doesn't matter what the records are, and it's one of the biggest small school rivalries around in East Tennessee, and we're just glad to get the win.
Let's talk about the first really quarter and a half, really down to 5 minutes to go in that first half. It had kind of been a back and forth. Neither team really at the top of their game. There was some turnovers. There was some penalties and things going on for both teams. No real consistency had shown through for either team. And then Greenback was able to capitalize on a turnover from the Indians and get that first score inside 5 minutes to go in that first half. Talk about that sequence.
We'd moved the ball, made a couple first downs, and then we got a holding call. Every time it seemed like we got going, we got a holding call, got behind the chains, and it's 1st and 20, and we missed a couple opportunities we thought we had, and it's just difficult to you get yourself on 1st and 10, that becomes 1st and 20, and they got a turnover. And then I think we turned it over again right on our end of the field. Right
That's
after that, on a good run for a first down, that ball popped out. We had an interception in there. We had 3 turnovers, which is, that's too many, for a game, much less a half. And, we gave them opportunities, and they took advantage of it. And, in the second half, we didn't have any turnovers, and that made a difference, I thought.
So they go up 14-0, and you get the football, I think 14 seconds, maybe it's what you had on that first play. You run a quick route to Tate West. He's tackled inbounds. You call a timeout, down 14-0 with 8.8 seconds to go, and you walk out. Talk us through that. What happened there?
There was, I think, 23 seconds, and we had 20 seconds maybe. We just, we were just in what we call NASCAR, hurry up, and I, rolled him out, and we just ran a route trying to make a first down, and the wheel came open on it with Todd Derrick Ryan, and Cade made a great throw, and Todd caught it and took it to the end zone. That was a big turning point of the game because, it looks like we're not going to score. It's going to be 14-0, and all of a sudden now we're back at 14-7. It gave us some life, and it helped at halftime. It gave us some energy, and it gave us a chance.
Well, and like you say, from an emotional standpoint, if that didn't happen, if the second half turns out the way it did, you might find yourself with Greenback they're up 14-0 if that doesn't happen, and they've got a 2nd and goal at the 2. That's a pretty despair-looking situation.
Yeah.
But you all down just a score, you were able to come back from that.
Yeah, you're down just a score, anything can happen. You
right.
can get an interception, fumble return on defense, punt return, and that made a big difference. Now, they came out second half and I think drove it for 8 minutes and didn't score.
Right.
And that was big because if they go up 21-7, we would probably lost some confidence. No joke. We're trying to build our confidence. Every team's different. Every year's different, and we're trying to build our confidence. We've got some guys that are learning new positions and playing, and we're just getting them back from being sick, and trying to get our team to gel together. And that was a big turning point. We bowled up and stopped them right there, and I know we didn't. I don't think we scored on the next drive. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I think we punted, but we at least got the ball on the other end of the field.
Right.
We got it off our end, and that was I thought that was a turning point in the game, not letting them score.
Well, Ethan had a couple of big leg punts tonight, didn't he?
He did. He got hurt in warm-ups last week, turned his ankle right before we went in and couldn't punt, and then Kobe Towers stepped in. He stepped in tonight. And then Ethan came in. Ethan can punt. He works on it. He can do it. He's a good athlete. And I told him, I said, that's why you got to have 2 punters and maybe 3, because you never know when somebody goes down. And I thought that was a big point for him and confidence booster.
So you're able to then get the football back, and then on a couple of possessions later, you're able to get down and get it into the end zone. Rylan Duncan, he goes off the left side almost untouched for the score, and then the all-important extra point from Aiden Love. I think it was 6.5 to go, and now we're tied at 14.
Yeah, we of course we had a fourth. I think we got the ball back on our end of the field, had a fourth down, had a slant route called to Lauren Love, and then Caden saw the open, because they had everybody on the other side of the field, and made a great run, got down inside the 5, and we scored. I tell you this, I almost faked the extra point down there when it was 14-13. I thought about it, and just for confidence for our kids, show them we were going to play to win, and then we jumped off sides, so when but then he made the extra point, and then we got a turnover, I think, and then he made the field goal. So it's, missed a couple of shots, some passes that were just off. We thought we had them, and that's a big boost for Aiden to make that field goal right there.
Well,
for him, just his confidence and, for our team.
And I know you're going to say, I didn't hesitate, I was going to send him out there, but I watched, and you didn't hesitate. As soon as it was 4th down, from what I could tell, it didn't look like you did.
No, I sent him on because I was trying to add it up there. I knew we were on about 34 yards, right. And I guess that's what it was.
Yep.
And I'd already sent the play on 3rd down. And I thought, man, maybe I ought to run the ball to the middle of the field. But I thought, well, we got to play to win here. We got to take a chance. And we had a slant to Lauren we just missed. And then I want to think it was Lauren had to handle that snap. It wasn't perfect. And
no, you're right.
Brother, and then Aiden made it. And, that's why you practice every day for that stuff, and then it paid off tonight because we scored 17 unanswered points. I guess
that's right, and still the drama wasn't over though. Greenback that quarterback. He was feisty, wasn't he?
Yeah, they improved. Every team improves a lot from the first and second game. They've improved tremendously. I thought we did. We still had some penalties I'm not happy with, but a lot of them were offset, and I don't know. It's kind of chippy out there, and it always is with them and us. But it's you knew they wasn't going to quit. We jump offside. It's 3rd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 5. Then they throw it, and it's 4th. And if they throw that again, and we don't jump offsides, maybe it's 4th and 6. It's a little different story. They don't get the first down, but you knew they were going to, get down there. They weren't going to quit either,
right.
And they didn't. And then that's a credit to their players, and I think it's a credit to ours to bowl up and stop them right down there. I think it was 4th and 12 at the 15.
It was,
and that was good for us, and to get out here with a win.
Yep. And so now you got the win under your belt, and now you'll go into district play next week. You got to face off. You're going to Wartburg to play the Bulldogs. Traditionally, it's kind of a lopsided thing, but you never know week to week, and certainly Wartburg would love nothing better than to give you a rough time.
If you want to go to the playoffs, I told them out in the middle of the field, you got to beat Wartburg. It's the first region game. I know you guys remember this. We took a team down there, ended up being 9-1, and we won 6-0. And they were throwing the ball in the end zone in the last play of the game, and that's how they're going to. They're going to play us hard. They don't care. What your record is. They don't care. They want to beat us, and they will get their best effort. And we got to go down there and take care of business. We got to work, and we got to improve this week. Now, I know they were off this week, so they didn't have a game, but I'm looking forward to it, and our first region game, and we just want to keep building on this. I told you learn more about your team in a game like this than you will if it's lopsided affair. You're going to learn who's going to fight for you at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think I found out a lot of kids tonight that's going to fight to the very end.
So is there anything like foremost on your mind that you're looking forward to Monday? You've already got it marked down. This is something I'm going to work on going into the Wartburg game in particular?
Well, You know, we all the same things a lot. Ball security, it's things we talk about every day. You know, you fumble a lot. I think in the beginning of the season, it doesn't have to be a rainy game. It's just so humid and they sweat a lot, and the ball gets soaked. It's more wet, you know, and it's sometimes just because of the sweat coming from them, the humidity and the grass, you know, the dew on the ground during the game. But that's things we got to take care of. We can't have that. You know, I have to watch the film and see. You know, last week the film was a little better than I thought it would be. You know, and we didn't do some things too bad. But you know, every week you got to get better. And I think we got some things fixed at halftime. We talked about with Coach Montgomery in there and Coach Martin on defense, with Coach Montgomery on the offensive line, and you know, a lot of it was self-inflicted I think, on my, not taking anything away from Greenback, but we had a hard time sometimes blocking, and, you know, they're down linemen, and, you know, we try to get that fixed, and we just got to keep working. That front's been a moving, those 5 linemen have been moving around a lot because of who's been sick and hurt and coming back. Blake Couch missed 3 days of practice this week, so his conditioning wasn't very good because, you know, he's got strep though. That's been going through us, and, you know, we've just had a lot of people that's had to fill in. Briar Fry had to play a lot, you know, and we've had a lot of kids like that and had to move around. He moved them around a lot. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
But, you know, just trying to, and that's a unit that's got to work together. They've got to be one, and it's different than playing anywhere else on the field, in my opinion. Those 5 have got to be on the same page, and you know, he does a great job with them. We'll just keep getting better.
All right, Coach. Well, that's a big win. Congratulations on that. And you got any other final words? Oh, I do want to ask you, health-wise, you know, Noah went out, and I saw he did come back down on the sideline. I did think I seen him.
That's what they told me, but I haven't seen him yet.
So health-wise, how are you out of this one?
I have to see, you know, how he is. I'm sure, you know, I don't want to speculate, but he looked like he got dinged up a little bit to me, and I mean he plays so hard and rough. You know, you know, he takes some shots, but you know, you can't say enough about Caden Rector stepping in there, and you know, I've been playing both of them, and that's why you got to practice too at every position, you know, and you know, he did a great job tonight leading us to the win, and you know, I don't know who else. I asked them, nobody said anything. Now, you know, tomorrow when they wake up, they'll feel a little different, but you feel a little better when you win, you know, and we'll see. I think we're getting back. We've got some younger kids that are hurt and banged up, you know, but they're going to come back. We're just going to try to get better. Just glad for everybody coming out tonight and supporting us, and you know, getting behind these kids. They worked hard. You know, it's not easy. If it were easy, everybody would be down here playing. And they put in the time, and it's hot. It's been hot. You know, Wednesday you got to think you can't practice football now like you used to. You got heat index to worry about. You know, Wednesday we practice half the practice without our shoulder pads just to. Because it gets a certain temperature, you got to start taking things off to cool them off, and then, you know, with their team stuff, we put them back on. But you gotta get them ready other ways. It's not like the old days, you know, and you got to take care of them, and because the heat, you know, it's too early in the season it's too early to me in the calendar to be playing football in August. It's too hot, you know. You need to wait another week, but it is what it is, and we'll just keep working to get better. And you know, I'm just glad for us and. You know, for the kids to get to win, you know, not so much for me, but for them, because I mean, it's about them. And, you know, I told them this week, either you're all in or you're all talk. You know, they've got a shirt that says all in on it. And I said, we got to step up, and we got to play, and we got to show people, you know, we're going to be all in, and we just got to find a way to win. That may be what this team has to do each week.
All right, Coach. Congratulations again on that win. We'll see you in Wartburg next week.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. Your final, once again, was the Oneida Indians 17. And the Greenback Cherokees 14.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back as the Indians get the win tonight, 17-14 over the Greenback Cherokees. I'm going to run down the offensive stats real quick, and then Mark will catch us up on defensive end. The Indians tonight had 9 first downs to Greenback's 14. Rushing the ball tonight, Oneida rushed the ball 32 times for 130 yards. Greenback, 24 carries for 70 yards. Through the air, Oneida was 6 of 12 for 97 yards. Greenback, 16 of 31 for 224 yards. Total yardage tonight for the Indians, 227 yards. Greenback, 294. Penalties, Oneida was penalized 9 times for 75 yards. Greenback, 6 for 63 yards. Each team had 2 turnovers tonight. Time of possession, Oneida 20 minutes, 49 seconds. Greenback, 26 minutes, 37 seconds. Individually for the Indians, at the quarterback position, Noah Buttram was 1 for 1 for 11 yards. Caden Rector, 5 of 11 for 86 yards and a touchdown. His receivers tonight, Tate West, 1 catch for 5. McLaurin Love, 1 catch for 11. Rylan Duncan, 1 catch for 10. And, of course, Todd Derek Ryan, 1 catch for 60 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, leading rusher for the Indians this evening was T.J. Meredith, 12 carries for 64 yards. Caden Rector had 5 attempts for 35. Other individuals for the Indians not on the ground, Noah Buttram, 2 for 11. Matthew Brown, 4 for 15. Landon Lindbergh, 1 for -10. Elijah Phillips, 1 for 3. And Rylan Duncan, 5 carries, 18 yards, and a touchdown. Mark, you've got our defensive stats.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Tate West, pass defense. Noah Buttram, two tackles. Jaden Anderson, 1 tackle, a pass defense. And tell you something, Jaden Anderson come in the second half, guys, and he shut down one half of the field.
Yeah, they stopped throwing.
They stopped throwing over
side.
on that side of the field. Colton Darty with two stops and a pass defense. Matthew Brown, he had 6 tackles tonight. McLaurin Love with 3 stops. Rylan Duncan, 5 stops, a fumble caused, a quarterback hurry, and a sack on the night. Aiden Frazier with a stop. T.J. Meredith had 2 stops, a hello darling, and a pass defense. Landon Lindbergh, he had 3 stops and 2 passes defensed. Hunter Shoemaker, he had three stops, a fumble recovery, a pass defense, and a quarterback hurry. Elijah Phillips, fumble recovery, 3 stops. Lorenzo Garcia, 3 stops, 3 quarterback hurries. John Selby, 3 stops, a quarterback hurry. Caden Terry, 3 stops, quarterback hurry. Xavier Shoemaker, 3 stops, 2 quarterback hurries. C.J. King, 4 stops and a quarterback hurry. Big night for the defense, and a lot of guys, man. We had a big night on defense. Big night on defense.
John, your thoughts on this one?
I think we talked about it in the first half when they were down on the goal line, and we were looking for a gut check, Mark. We were looking for this Oneida defense, this Oneida team, to find a little fire because they were flat in the first half. You know, they just didn't look like they were involved as much as you'd want to see, and made some mistakes. It was carryover from last week. It's almost like, and the coaches said, you know, I talked to a coach, and they felt like they had some good practices this week. But for whatever reason, and Greenback came to play apparently. You know, you can't take anything away from them. Their quarterback play was pretty good tonight. He had us on our heels in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, you know, it was a tale of two halves, and it was spurred by the 60-yard touchdown pass with 8 seconds left in the first half. You know, without that, but then there's so many plays that you could say without that you don't win tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the maturation of this team last week to this week. And then we were talking while they were doing the coaches interview, Mark, if you don't get this one, where are you as a team? You know, or if you're down 2 scores and the next time you're down 2 scores, well, how are you going to react? What are you going to come back to this game and say, well, maybe it's over? Winning is something that is sometimes learned, and Oneida has grown up a little bit tonight. And after taking it on the chin last week, it's good to finish this one this way. And I was pleased for the all-around effort on defense that you called out, but also on offense we did some good things. I know we were playing 2 quarterbacks, and the sophomore Rector, guys, he played great. On that 4th down run, I thought he was going to get in the end zone. How big was that? But some of the throws he made, that 60-yard strike to Todd Derrick there at the end of perfect throw, and Todd Derrick made a great catch. Just so many good things that you can look at. We did some silly things as well. Don't even want to talk about them anymore. But I look forward to next week, and next week is huge. These first 2 games, you know, you want to win them, but they're not big. These region games are big, and like Tim has alluded to, only 5 teams in your region. You get one win, you're in, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And so next week is that first opportunity, and you go on the road again, and you want to get them. And again, these only 4 home games this year. You want to make the most of them. So we made the most of tonight by getting a win.
All righty. I think the Indians played it was a tale of 2 halves. That first half up to just about 30 seconds left to go in the first half. We were kind of on our heels a little bit, had that good defensive stand. Looking over the stats at the first half and then looking over at the end of the game, you could really see how the Indians grew. During that second half, we had 2 turnovers in the first half, didn't have any in the second half. And you could just see how it flipped and turned. And as you said, we gained a lot of confidence and grew up a whole lot in that second half, and that will carry over to the rest of the season. Great win over the Cherokees. Anytime you get a win over Greenback, you better enjoy it because they will remember next year whenever we go back down there, and that is a great victory tonight, 17-14.
Hey, 2 in a row against Greenback.
Yep.
It's a streak. Close game. Like you said, John, there's so many moments you remember that if this didn't happen or if that didn't happen or if this happened, so many things. And it's the same way in picking a player of the game tonight,
yes.
I feel like, because I don't know that the 4 of us we could come up with 4 different people.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to set up the fact that Mark is about to be wrong on who the player. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not.
No, Mark gets to pick the First National Bank Player of the Game. So you go.
I'm going to say a couple more things too. We in the first half, I felt like we had some bad body language on the field. We really did, and we was flat. You know, we didn't show a whole lot of emotion. We was down 14-0. We just didn't look like we wanted to be out there. And then that big play happened. Mm-hmm. There was something.
Yeah, without that play.
Yeah, the light came on, and that was a sophomore quarterback to a junior, and the light turned on, and we came out, and then we had the big stand there at the end of in the third quarter, and we started playing, man. Some things started going our way. And we got back in the ball game, and I'm just really proud of these guys.
Well, real quick on that, if you don't mind, let me say real quick, guys, on that point, and you could see it not only on the players, but the fans. It
Yeah.
was just dead over here.
Yeah.
And quiet.
Yeah.
But then the players got involved. They started getting fired up, started looking at the crowd, getting them pumped up, and this place was like Oneida of old there in the fourth quarter. I mean, you couldn't – I'm right here in the window, and I'm doing the PA, and I couldn't hear my own voice over the PA speakers out here for the crowd being so loud. And, man, that is what we want here.
Yeah.
We got to have that.
And back, and I'll shut up, but back to that play. How about us calling that play down the sideline with 8 seconds? Nothing had went right for us. I mean, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance throwing a pick six right there. I mean, out on the edge, and we called a timeout to draw up that play.
Yeah.
We saw something. And so credit the coaching staff for calling that play with 8 seconds.
And we had just talked about it. We may have just wanted it to run out, at halftime, hadn't we?
Yeah.
And so thank goodness we didn't let it run out, because what a play call by Coach May.
Yeah.
And that sends a message to your team.
Yes, it does. Well, I've got confidence in you guys.
We're going to do this.
We're going to do this.
We're going to do this.
So I've thought a lot about this in the little time that I've had.
The last 30 seconds.
The last 30 seconds, no. There's a lot of guys that's deserving of this.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
A lot of guys.
You won't be wrong. Whoever you pick, you won't be
wrong. A lot of
guys
guys that's very deserving of this. There's a lot of guys on defense, man, that made plays all over the field that should be, that could be the player of the game. But without these things happening, we wouldn't have won this ball game tonight, and that's Aiden Love. Aiden Love made those kicks. He made that field goal that won the game for us.
And the extra point wasn't a regular extra point.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It was a penalty that backed us up on the one that made it even tougher. And that's a lot of pressure on the kicker. So
and the field goal was not straight down the middle of the field. He had to kick from the left hash, which is not fun at all with the right-footed kicker.
So First National Bank player of the game is Aiden Love. Great job, Aiden, and proud of you. And another shout-out to all these defensive players, all the offensive players. Great job, Indians. So proud of you, and so proud of you, all you coaches.
All right, we hit our growing pains a little bit tonight too. We'll keep learning and keep pushing. And next week we're going to be in Wartburg, and we appreciate you all. We appreciate the opportunity to bring these games. And I'm not going to thank any of you guys. Everybody knows who you all are. And last week I left out Toby Garrett. So Toby was the cameraman last week. He's the cameraman this week, and that's the only person I'm going to thank this week, and I'm going to thank him twice. Thanks to Toby Garrett, because I'd left him out last week, and we appreciate his work in bringing the pictures. If you haven't watched the replay of the Williamsburg game, you need to check it out. The video, the audio, it's good, and this one will be too. And we look forward to bringing you Oneida at Wartburg for the first region game of the 2021 season coming up a week from tonight. So for everybody involved in the broadcast, again, your final score in this one is the Oneida Indians. Coach Jimmy May gets his first career solo head coaching win, and Oneida moves to 1-1. The Greenback Cherokees fall to 0-2. Your final is the Oneida Indians 17, the Greenback Cherokees 14, as you've been listening to and watching Oneida football on the IH Sports Network.